This week is the United Nations General Assembly, which is happening in New York. It's the annual gathering that honestly could just be a Zoom. But all the big names have shown up. President Biden gave a speech, Brazil's Bolsonaro gave a speech, and BTS gave a speech and filmed a music video from inside UN headquarters. Completely real. Yeah. Old people were probably watching this like, what the hell is a BTS? And young people were watching it like, what the hell is the UN? But it makes sense for BTS to show up at the UN. I mean, out of all the countries there, they probably have the most powerful army. And obviously, there's a lot of global issues on the agenda. You know, climate change, Afghanistan, finding out who the father of Lil Nas X's baby is. The rap community needs to know. It's devastating them. But there's also a brand new international dispute that's causing a lot of drama.
France is furious with the U.S. because of a surprise snub on a $65 billion diesel submarine contract. Originally, France and Australia had shaken hands on the deal, but just last week, Australia changed course and went with the U.S. and U.K. on a new contract for nuclear subs. France was so offended by the faux pas, Macron pulled the French ambassadors to the U.S. and Australia.
France's foreign minister is calling the administration's decision unacceptable behavior between allies and partners and a stab in the back of France, which had been trying to sell Australia its less powerful subs. An angry France also canceled a gala in D.C. tonight, celebrating the anniversary of a naval battle that France helped the colonies win in the Revolutionary War.
Okay, look, guys. I mean, canceling a party, that's no big deal. But you got to be pretty angry to cancel a gala, because that's a party with, like, fancy napkins. But yeah, basically, Australia had promised to buy some submarines from France, right? But then they decided to ditch France and announce that they were instead going to buy their submarines from the UK and America. And this whole story shocked me, because when I first heard about it, I was like, I didn't even know France and Australia knew each other. Huh. But now it turns out that France is really embarrassed and they're pissed off. So pissed off that they recalled their ambassador to the US, which doesn't sound that crazy until you realize that in 250 years, they've never done that before. Yeah, France was so mad that they've even recalled Timothée Chalamet's name. From now on, we have to call him Timmy Brown. It's just not as sexy. It really isn't. Hey, you might as well call me by your name. That's the movie. See what I did there? And you know, guys, France is making such a big deal about this deal that I'm starting to think that they needed this contract to pay the rent or something. And while France is upset with the UK and Australia, you can tell that they're especially mad at Joseph Robinette Biden, because they came at him with the ultimate insult.
So the language out of Paris right now is the harshest yet over the new security deal Australia struck with the US and Britain. Well, on Saturday, the foreign minister didn't hide his contempt.
I'm really angry. What worries me is the behavior of the Americans. This unilateral, brutal, unpredictable decision looks a lot like what Mr. Trump used to do.
Oh boy, no, tell me you didn't. You did not just throw out the T word at Joe Biden. Because you know what's going to happen next, right? Joe Biden's about to hit you with the clapback. Get him, Joe! Well, he fell asleep, but when he wakes up, oh boy, you better look out. Now, don't forget, the only reason Australia wants these subs in the first place is because China is becoming more and more aggressive in the region. So when China saw this deal, they also weren't happy.
China's accusing the U.S. of stoking a new arms race. Chinese state media warning Australia that it's now an adversary and to prepare for the worst.
The sensationalist Chinese state media newspaper, the Global Times, it had a front page article, and in that article it said that Australia was really marking itself out as an adversary of China, and by making this move, it also made itself vulnerable as a potential nuclear target in the event of open conflict.
God damn, China. No wonder Australia's nervous. You guys just jumped straight to nuclear war. Isn't there a gala or something you can cancel first? You know, honestly, I think this whole situation could have been avoided. You know, these are submarines, right? They're supposed to be secret. No one knows what's happening. Like, why are you even telling people about them in the first place? If I was Australia, I wouldn't spend billions of dollars on submarines. I'd spend billions of dollars on the people to help with what happened with COVID, and then I would just tell China that I bought the submarines. Because how are they going to know? It's all underwater. Yeah, we've got a bunch of them. No, they're there. Can't see them? Yeah, that's what they're for. Yeah, but we bought a ton. Check my Venmo. You can see where I spent the money. But this is where we're at right now. France and China are both pissed at the US, Australia, and the UK. And what makes it even worse is that right now, they're all at the United Nations together. Can you imagine how awkward that is? I mean, well, luckily, you don't have to imagine, because we at The Daily Show have exclusive footage of what goes on at these high-level meetings, and we're going to share it with you in our brand new segment, Inside the UN. Welcome to the United Nations, everyone. We're here to discuss climate change, the most important issue facing the planet.
Pardon. I would like us to discuss an even more important issue, betrayal.
Oh, the submarine thing again. French people are so dramatic. Why don't you cry about it in black and white, mate?
Oh, I'm sorry, mon ami. Do you think this is a joke? Let me tell you something. When you are dealing with your allies and you are looking to quit...
Am I in black and white right now?
Have you put me back right now, huh? This is not funny.
It wasn't personal, France. America just has better submarines. We had to didgeridoo what was best for our country. And if you're mad about it, we didgeridoo don't give a f***.
You know, I don't know what makes me angrier. You or the Americans you cheated on us with.
Hey, buddy, if someone asks me to dance, I ain't gonna ask who they came with. I'm gonna put on my boots, and we gonna start stepping. Yeah, come on, France. How can we trust your weapons in the first place? You can't even win a war by yourself.
So you go to America? Huh? They just lost a war to people who don't even have Wi-Fi.
Hey, buddy, we didn't lose a war, okay? We made a strategic decision not to win.
This isn't about submarines. It's about loyalty. Huh? How hard is it to be loyal? I am loyal to all 4 of my mistresses.
Okay, look, cheer up, France. I'm sure someone else will buy your submarines. That is correct. Nigeria will buy some submarines.
Well, in that case...
Hey, we'll sell you submarines. Then we will buy from America.
Son of a bitch!
We will transfer the money to you. We just need your banking account number, America, and your PIN number too, huh?
Sounds good to me.
Look, mates, we gotta keep our eyes on the prize here. The real reason we need those submarines is because we're all scared of China. Wait, hold on. Why are you guys so scared? You don't need submarines in the Pacific. There's nothing going on there. Australian spiders are the size of horses. You should be scared of that.
No, you got something going on, China. Every time I refresh my goddamn Google map, there's another 10 islands popping up.
Oh, look who knows geography now.
Why, I oughta...
Admit it, China. You're trying to conquer the Pacific. I mean, you can't just take over territory that isn't yours. Oh, now you can't do that. I'll see you at the next cricket match. Guys, relax. You're so tense. Lighten up. Check out TikTok. Everyone is dancing. And there's funny animals. You like that? Stop trying to distract us, China. We're not going to fall for it.
No, we are not.
Not today, China.
We are focused.
Oh, guys, check this out. This dog sings like Celine Dion. Oh, my God. That's so funny.